right now. Welcome to Seth Staley Podcast. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. And thank you guys for subscribing. We're blessed enough to have an interview with bass player Kevin Cool. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Doing well, brother. How about yourself?
Well, yeah, there you are again. I'm doing great, man. And I know you're a bass player for Montgomery,
Guitar player.
guitar player. My bad. You play
That's
the
okay.
bass too, though, right?
Yeah. I play a little bit of everything, but master of none.
You might be the master of bass playing. I heard you play the bass last
uh,
after the interview, you said I could have just done this, and you started killing it with the bass. Yeah, that was definitely some good playing, man, and you're definitely very talented. And yeah, man. So I know you guys are not having any. Do you guys have any shows upcoming? Are you playing at any festivals like Neon Days, Gingerbread, anything like that?
no, we've been trying to work on getting a new album recorded, and we went over to Hazard to Fat Cave Studios.
Oh yeah, shout out to Fat Cave Studios. Them guys are really
Yeah,
good over there. Them guys, Sam,
yeah,
yeah, he
yeah.
does a heck of a job with over there.
And so we did 4 songs 3 weekends ago, and we've got all the basic tracks and everything done. Singer's got to get over and do some vocal patch ups and stuff, and hopefully those 4 will be done after he gets those done, and then we can get back over there and do some more. And we just kind of been working on getting those lined out in the way we want them. Go talking over the arrangements and discussing things that we obviously can't do live because we don't have enough musicianship ourselves to pull all the instruments off. And we actually invited Scott Cable in to do some slide work for us on the 4 we did before. And that turned out really good. Scott's a real good player. And so we wanted some slide on it. And I'm not a great slide player. So he was the obvious choice for us.
You're a bass player and a guitar player, a jack of all trades. I know. I seen you got a heck of a collection, man. And what is your favorite guitar in your collection?
I would say right now my favorite that I've got is I bought myself one of those EVH Frankies, which looks like Eddie's old guitar from the '70s, and it's a very basic guitar, but Eddie was always my guitar hero starting out, so it's just really awesome to me to be able to have a guitar that even looks like his, much less exactly like his.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. It's definitely exciting to have something like one of your heroes.
And it's a it's got a drop D tuner on it, so if we ever do anything that's in drop D, I can easily flip it down to D. And most of the time I'll play through a tube amp, so I can just roll my volume back and clean it up, make it sound different, and do a few tonal changes that you wouldn't think you could do with a guitar that simplistic, but it's very versatile for what it is.
Absolutely. And I know one of your friends, he did an interview with us, and he will be back on. We definitely look forward to having him back on. Have you and Rick did any playing here lately?
No, we haven't played together in a while. We just kind of COVID ended up putting a shot in everything that we were doing, and I had another friend of mine, Brandon Hall. I think you did an interview with him as well.
Oh yeah, he's a really good guy.
And Brandon ended up with COVID and ended up in the hospital from it. So that kind of shot some of my other outlets in the head too there. And but he's doing much better and recuperating. So glad to hear that for him.
Absolutely. Prayers for Brandon because he's a heck of a guy. Absolutely. Prayers for everybody with COVID out there. COVID is a very bad disease. So yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about the vaccine and all that stuff. Oh, that's a different subject. for a different time.
Yeah.
We've done enough podcasts on the vaccine and stuff here on Seth Daily Podcast. But I'm fully vaccinated. Is all I'm gonna say. Anyways, man, I'm definitely glad to hear that you've recovered from from COVID, and that Brandon's doing much better, and he definitely prayers go out to him and everybody with COVID. Absolutely, man, because this disease has affected everything.
Yes, in ways I would have never imagined. I'm 55 years old, and I would have never in my life figured I'd see something like this in all my years until now. Here it is.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, you hear from back in the 1920s and stuff with the Spanish flu. I mean, I have grandparents born that are dead now, obviously, but they was born during the Spanish flu, and you hear stuff about what happened back then and stuff, and you're like, that can never happen nowadays, and here it is today.
Yeah.
COVID. It's weird for sure. But yeah, man, definitely excited to hear you guys' new album and stuff. Will there be any features from any local artist on there?
We've got one song that we're going to put on there that we call Hand of the Devil. And we actually had a girl come in and sing on it for us. And I've just went blank as usual when I get on in TV or an interview like this. I lose track of the names. But we also had Natalie Tomlinson, who is a violinist. She came in and did some playing on it for us and did a great job.
Oh, she's local?
Yeah, she's from, I want to say somewhere down around Haddon, maybe.
Hyman?
Haddon.
Oh, sorry. I get
No
confused.
problem.
That sounds a lot like Hyman and Haydn.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that is you don't hear too many violinists you don't hear too much about violinists today, so that's definitely very cool that you guys added that into the album, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, I've always been a huge Kansas fan, and the violin was a huge part of their sound. And when the guys started talking about having a violinist come in and play for us, I was like, "Oh yeah, let's do it."
Yeah, that'd be
And,
an interesting interview too, man. What's her
yeah,
name again?
Natalie Tomlinson.
Okay, I definitely got to get her on because honestly, that she's the first violinist I've heard of.
Yeah, and she's good, man. I'm telling you, she
Oh,
got the
really?
goods.
You think
Yeah,
she's gonna be the next violinist superstar?
let's hope so.
Absolutely, man. We'll
that
see
way,
everybody win around here.
that way we can say new or win.
Yeah, you can say I had a big name violinist on our album.
There you go.
Yeah, that's cool though, man. And so are you gonna be playing bass on this album or mostly
No,
guitar?
no, I'm playing all guitar. The guy that's playing bass for us right now is a guy by the name of Mark Cheney, who also has his own group called Mirrored Image.
Have I heard of them? I might have heard of them. I don't know. Where do they are they are they popular around here?
Well, they're most of their concert type things they're doing right now have been up in Charleston and down in Lexington. They've played down there quite a bit.
That's impressive, man. I've never heard
Yeah,
of them. So.
they're good, man. Check them out.
Absolutely. And I know have you guys talked with Broken Throne about possibly playing there?
I don't think any of us have at this point because, like I said, we've kind of been trying to focus on getting this album done. The only gig that I know of that we have coming up is sometime in November. I don't remember the date right now. We're supposed to play in Lexington at the Twisted Cork.
That's impressive, man. Hopefully COVID don't ruin that. And shout out to Sean Hunt, your guys' drummer. He's one of the best drummers out there.
Yeah, he does a great job too.
Yeah. That's gonna be he's on the album as well, obviously.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's the drummer. Mark Cheney's the bass player. I'm doing guitar. Like I said, Scott Cable's doing some slide work on it for us. And then John Montgomery is, of course, writing the songs and playing acoustic and singing.
Yep, he had to. He named the band after him.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's where we get the Montgomery from, John Montgomery.
Yep. And it was kind of funny because at the time we had a different drummer, and the other drummer wanted to use the word Phoenix in the title somewhere. And of course, John wanted to have his last name in it. So I said, why not just use Montgomery and the Phoenix Holding Company? And they were all like, it works.
That's a long name.
That's a long name, and it's crazy to have that much in there. But hey, I was trying to please everybody.
Absolutely. I mean, you also did a little bit of work with Halo, right?
I did. Me and matter of fact, and Brandon and Sean, all three of us, and Scott Cable as well, played for Halo. We played a show at the SIP Theater in Paintsville, and then we played a show at the App Center for the Arts up here in Pikeville. And of course, that was Montgomery and the Phoenix Holding Company doing the first half of the show, and Halo doing the second half of the show. So Sean and I ended up playing about 6 hours both nights.
Yeah, I mean, Haley's definitely up next. She's gonna be a superstar for sure.
I think so. She's definitely got the personality for it, and she's been writing with some people down in Nashville, writing some really good songs, and so I certainly hope it all works out for her and she does make it, because again, that's another chance for me to say I knew them and played for them when.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, I think she's definitely up next for sure.
Let's hope so anyway.
Yeah. I mean, she has a lot of views on YouTube. That's a big start right there.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, man. I couldn't believe how many views she'd gotten on like just in the last year. People started picking up and catching on to her stuff. So
yeah, that's definitely a good thing. Good following. You gotta have a following around. You gotta go bigger than Eastern Kentucky to make it for sure.
Oh God, yeah. You can't do anything just stand in the hills. It's I mean, I love living in the hills, but if you want to make it in anything, you can't do it here.
Actually, you can, because you know why?
Why is that?
Sets Daily Podcast is gonna make it while living here in the hills. I mean, Chris Stapleton, Tyler Childers stayed in the. Well, he went to Lexington. Never mind. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. Chris Stapleton went to Nashville, and Sturgill Sampson went Nashville too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, never mind. All of them went to Nashville or Lexington.
Yeah, they started here though, and that's where their roots are. So.
Yeah, well, you can definitely tell with Chris Stapleton, especially.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, he's got that Eastern Kentucky voice for sure.
And a good friend of mine was a principal in Johnson Central when he was going to school, and he said I always knew he was going to be a star someday. He said because he carried that guitar with him everywhere he went.
Yeah, I know people that know Chris, man. Some stories I can't tell.
I hear you.
Oh yeah, but yeah, man. There's Chris is definitely a superstar, and he is probably the best country singer today.
I would say you're probably right. I wouldn't argue with that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I like Tyler Childers a lot, but I mean, Chris is next level.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sure you know people who knew Tyler Childers as well.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. He's from Paintsville or Prestonsburg. Can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. To be honest with you, I don't keep track of where people are from too awfully much.
It's possible him and Chris might be from the same place.
That's a very good possibility.
I think both of them might be from Johnson County. If so, then oh my God, man! Just think, just the talent in Johnson County. I mean, that they're carrying Eastern Kentucky.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean Sturgill Simpson as well. He's a big name from Jackson.
Yeah.
You got Halfway to Hazard. One of their members, Tolliver, is from Knott County. Halfway to Hazard's pretty big too.
Yeah, I'd say that's true.
or was big at one point. I'm not even sure if they make music anymore. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
We may have to start doing research before we do these interviews, and that way we'll know.
Yeah. Fact check me. Facebook likes to fact check anyways. Fact check me. In the comments, fact check me.
There you go.
But enough about me, man. When is when's the when do you have a date for the album or?
Not at this point, because like I said, we're just now starting the recording process. We've got, I think we've got 6 songs now completed. Other than, like I said, some vocal patching that we got to do, and we're probably going to do 4, maybe 5 more, and those we haven't even started on yet. So we're probably looking at another couple of months of messing with that, and then of course the album will have to be mixed, and we'll all have to listen to it and say, my part needs to be louder, and your part needs to be lower, because it's me and my opinion, and my guitar has to be louder, and Sean of course will say my drums have to be louder, and then after we get through arguing and we find out we were all wrong and the guy was right that did it the first time, then we will probably get it mastered and then eventually get it released.
Yeah, man, and definitely look forward to having you on during the album season as well whenever you put that out, and maybe I can have both you and Sean on.
That'd be great, man. Maybe we can do a premiere of it or something like that on your podcast.
Yeah. Oh wow. You
Yeah,
mean get all your band members on here?
Possibly.
Yeah, I'd be down. That'd
Yeah,
be awesome though.
I think John actually did a podcast with Eli Griffith.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the podcast this month.
And they actually played the song "Hand of the Devil" that we had finished up. And
yeah, Eli's a friend of the podcast.
Yeah, so maybe we can get you to do us a premiere of the album when we get it finished, and talk about the songs and what encouraged the writing of them and the playing of them and all that.
Yeah, that would definitely be awesome. I mean, if you think about it, dude, got 10,000 views on one interview without any TV backing, no TV station backing me, no radio station backing me, nothing backing me, man. Got 10,000 views. I mean, that just tells you right there, if you follow your dreams, you can get anything done, man. And you guys keep putting stuff out. You never know.
Yep, that's what we're trying to do, is just try to inch our way up the ladder.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. Definitely, there's 1,000, if not millions, of bands out there.
That's for sure.
Yeah, here in Eastern Kentucky, it seems like there's a new band every day.
And that's probably very true.
Yeah, and some of them absolutely cannot play.
Yeah, amen. But we all think we can.
And that'll take the listeners to figure out who them bands are. If you haven't seen any of the bands on the podcast, and that tells you right there, they're not good. Exactly. If you ain't seen no country singers on here, that's the reason why you ain't seen them, is because they're no good. Or they think they're too good to be on the podcast.
Yeah, that's a big factor there too.
There's a couple singers here in Eastern Kentucky that thinks their poop don't stink.
I hear you, man.
Yeah, but I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not even people. All I gotta say is, man, the people that think they're too good to be on any podcast or anything and stuff like that, and all I gotta say is, man, your voice ain't even that good, my guy. Yeah, I could say some mean stuff, but I'm not going to.
I
gotta keep the podcast classy, but all I gotta say is he's a clown. The singer, Never mind.
Who,
The sing.
who shall remain nameless?
Yeah, yeah. It's a singer, and all I gotta say is he sucks. But anyways, man, I definitely appreciate you doing the interview, and everybody that does these interviews, man. It's definitely a big honor. I mean, like I said, you guys don't have to say yes to this. You can be like that other guy and say no. Well, he didn't
Yeah.
even say no. He just kept telling people he wanted to do it, and then wouldn't respond. I don't even want to get into that. All I gotta say is your music sucks.
There you go.
Absolutely, and that's not just me hating. I mean, it literally, it just I've found way more talented people than that individual here, just in this area alone.
I can see that. Yep.
Yep, yep. I mean, shout out to you got great talents like Malcolm Johnson from Pikeville, Kentucky, Tony Sloan from here in Knott County, Kentucky, Stephen Banks, who just started a new band here in Knott County. They're gonna do great things. You got your band who's doing great things here in Eastern Kentucky. You got Scott Cable, who's very talented as well. You got Halo, who's very talented. Atticus and Line is pretty talented as well. They're talented guys. They can absolutely write. Their songwriting is impressive. You got
Yep.
who else? I'm trying to not forget anybody. You got not even just singers. You got rappers like Eric Combs, who's made the charts. You know, I'm sure you know who Eric Combs is. He
Oh
does
yeah.
his album over there at Fat Cave Studios. You got rappers like Red Fox Player from here in Knott County. I mean, you just got a bunch of talented people. I mean, I'm sure there's some names I'm forgetting. Eddie Jenkins, a country singer from McGoffin County. He's very good.
Yep.
I know you've heard of Eddie before.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The Pastime Band. Am I saying their
Yeah.
name right? The Pastime
Yeah.
Band's very talented guys as well. I
Yep.
mean, I can just keep going on. I'll try to not forget any names. Let's see. Is there anybody that I'm missing?
I'm sure there's a whole bunch of them that both of us are missing, but my memory is about half an inch long, so I can't. If I didn't have a name tag, I'd forget my name. They give me a shirt that says Kevin on the front, and it's got a picture of a guitar on the front of it, so I don't get lost while we're walking to the stage.
Yeah. Who? I mean, dude, there's just a lot of talented people around here. I mean, Sunday Best. I forgot about them. Sunday Best. I think I'm saying
Yep.
their right.
Yep, that's it.
They're talented guys. I mean, their music's not my kind of music, but that doesn't mean that they're not talented. Just because I don't like that kind of music that they do doesn't mean they're not talented. It's
Oh,
just
absolutely.
they're
I feel the same way.
they're very talented. It's just not my kind of. They're very very talented. Just not my kind of music.
Yep, and
I
I'm the
like
same way.
what they call outlaw country.
Yeah.
Which is like Wes Ship, who's here in Kentucky, up in like Covington. He has a song called "My Old Man." It's really good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, man. He is he's the future for sure, man. He's a heck of a guy as well. His sister Honey is really good as well. They're from they're from Florida, but now they live here in like central Kentucky and stuff. They're really good. I mean, dude, there's names I'm missing, I'm sure. I mean, who else? Who am I missing? Who's the Moondogs? The
Uh,
Moondogs.
yeah, the Moondogs is Austin Collins, I believe is his last name. I know his first name's Austin.
I've heard
and
them. I know they do some good music as well.
and Jason Justice is their plays for them.
That's the news guy.
Yeah, Mark Cheney even that plays bass for us actually plays for them as well also.
Yeah, shout out to the Moondogs. I forgot about them. I mean, I didn't forget about them. I remember them. There's just so many bands you hear about. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, there's a lot of talented people around here. I mean, oh, how did I forget? What? what is his name? He's from Pike County. He plays at a bunch of places. I've had him on the podcast. He's really talented too. How could I forget his name? Oh my God, this is gonna.
You're not talking about Johnny Pop Day that used to play with Exit
Yeah,
23.
Johnny Pop Day. Yes, that guy right there is one of the most talented people out there. He's been on the podcast. That guy right there is really talented as well. Could not forget his name, man, because he is could not leave his name out because he's one of the most talented people around here. Absolutely.
And then of course you got Down to the River. That's another one from here.
I'm never heard of them.
Yeah, they played a show a couple of months ago. I think it was down in at the Mountain Arts Center in Prestonsburg, and they did the entire Dark Side of the Moon album.
Wow. Definitely got to check them out.
Yeah, they did a great job too.
Oh, was you at that show?
Yeah, I went and watched it.
Yeah, Down by the River. Okay. Who is their lead singer?
Tony Mullins.
Tony Mullins. Did he do radio?
Well, he does a lot of sound production and lighting and production stuff. He does a lot of the sound and lighting down at the Corbin Arena for the shows they put on down there and up here at the Expo Center.
I've heard of his name. Yeah.
And Kevin Harmon that works at Mountain Music in Pikeville plays organ and keyboards for him. Rennie Hall plays drums for him. Tim plays bass for him. And
you talking about Timmy Tackett?
Timmy Tackett. Yeah. Sorry, Tim. I didn't say your last name.
He's a talented guy too.
Yeah. And he had a couple of female singers to do the female parts from the Dark Side of the album. And they did a great job. And then he actually hired somebody to come in and play the saxophone thing for him.
That's awesome.
And that guy was really interesting. I enjoyed watching him play because he came out like in a sequin jacket and sunglasses, and it looked like most sax players you see in videos and stuff. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's awesome though, man. But what is your what do you guys, like I said, I know you got a show up coming in November. Is there anything you want to tell us about, like any songs? I know you got the album coming up. What does people need to be on the lookout for you guys' band?
Basically right now for us is just to, bear with us until we get this album finished. And I think they're going to like it. The direction of the songs in this one leans a little more on the rock side than they did on the last album. The other album was more of a, I guess you'd call it a pop country type album. It had a little bit of pop leanings, but it was still based in songs that were stories. And this one, they're not so much tied together by the storylines as the other one was. They're a little more upbeat even. Just have a little bit more of a slight rock edge to the pop sound than that we had before. And matter of fact, that one I mentioned earlier, Hand of the Devil, that's probably the heaviest thing we've ever done. And even though it had a violin on it, it was still probably the heaviest thing we've ever done. And we've even got a song that's kind of a reggae type song.
Wow.
Yeah, not true reggae, of course, but a little bit.
That's awesome though, man. Definitely something different to hear. I mean, you don't hear any don't quote me on this, any band here from Eastern Kentucky doing that. Or anybody.
Yeah, we just
now watch me tomorrow see a reggae singer here from Eastern Kentucky make it. Because I said that.
Yeah, that'd be our luck. We gave somebody an idea and they ran with it.
that would be bad. What was you saying?
Oh, I was just talking about, the differences in the songs on this album. They're a little bit more upbeat, a little more poppy sounding. They've got a little more I guess you'd say a little more Southern rock leaning than the last album. And it's just you hate to copy yourself and do the same thing again, so you sometimes make slight directional changes and hope that the people go with you on it. So we try to do that and still keep the fan base happy and keep it to where it's fun and entertaining. Music has done so many turns and twists. If you think about it, in my lifetime alone, in the early 70s, we had bubblegum pop, then you had disco. God, what a mistake that was, in my opinion, but it made a lot of money. It made a lot of money. So what the hell do I know,
Disco basically created rap, though.
Exactly. That came right after it, along with the punk leanings. Then you had your more.
You're not a big fan of rap, are you?
Not really, no. Yeah.
Not many people are around here.
I'm
a big fan of rap, though.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, even though I don't like stuff like you said earlier, I can see the talent in it, and I know there's people that do like it, so they've got to have an outlet for themselves as well.
Yeah, I mean, some people will hate on Sunday best just because they're doing good.
Yeah, that's true. Just because they're successful.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's stupid too.
Yeah, we should all wish each other well, and hope that everything goes great for everybody, as you say, from Eastern Kentucky. More power to us. Bring in some eyes watching for talent in other areas as well.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, I want to thank Kevin Cool, guitar player for Montgomery. I can't even say the whole name. I can't even. Montgomery and Phoenix Company.
Yeah, just say Montgomery. That'll make John happy.
okay. This has been Kevin Cool. This has been. I want to thank. That was funny. I want to thank Kevin Cool, for the guitar player for Montgomery, for doing the interview. And yeah, man, I just want to thank you for being on. I want to thank you guys for subscribing. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Y'all have a good night, and God bless.